blood and hail. 6 weeks since the former king had betrayed his people and Mastana. Every day she prayed to Uni, the great mother goddess, to thank her for sparing her husband's life. Caecilia let Aunt go. "Appa! Appa!" the boy called to his father as he scooted across the room. The nobleman hoisted him under his arm, keeping sticky fingers at a distance. He winced in pain when the child accidentally bumped his injury. Sitting down on one of the large bronze armchairs in the private quarters, he settled Aunt on his lap. Every inch of the boy's face was thick with pigment. His fringe was stuck high in a cowlick. "You look like a demon," Mastana chuckled. "He was being naughty, Appa," said Larke, venturing forward from his mother's protection. Now his brother's temper and threats were contained. "You should punish him." Mastana signaled the 4-year-old to come and sit on his other knee. Larke was careful not to bump his father's arm. "No need. It's just Aunt's high spirits, and this is a special day after all." Secure that he'd avoided a spanking, Aunt grinned. Caecilia frowned at her husband's favoritism of his youngest son. He was as lenient as she was impatient with the boy's recklessness. Mastana recognized his own temperament in him, fearlessness. "Be careful, Belle. He'll dirty your coronation robes." "A few red marks won't show on purple," said Mastana. "Besides, as his hands are already covered vermilion, he may as well help paint my face as well for this masquerade. Don't you agree, little soldier?" Aunt nodded and slid off his knee to head across to the bowl of dye that had caused the commotion in the first place. "Me too, Appa." Larke slipped from Mastana and trotted after his brother, confident now his father was prepared to condone being messy. Caecilia was not so obliging. She gestured to her Greek handmaid to help her. "Time for a bath, don't you think, Caceres?" The stout servant grinned, showing her missing dog tooth. "I'll take these rascals to the nursery, mistress. Extra scrubbing will be needed." This time Aunt did not attempt to struggle when Caceres grabbed him, hoisting him onto her hip. He knew he had met his match. Larke was despondent, imploring his mother, "Please, Auntie, I want to see Appa crowned." Caecilia bent and kissed him. "The ceremony is not for children, my love. Appa will say goodbye to you before he goes so you can see him in his regalia." "So I can touch his eagle scepter?" She nodded. "Me too!" Aunt was adamant. Caecilia kissed the top of his head, avoiding patches of paint. "Yes, both of you. Now go and clean yourselves." Tas tugged at her sleeve. "I'm already clean, Auntie, and I'm old enough to go to the ceremony." Caecilia crouched before him. His oval, tawny eyes were solemn. "Not quite, Tas. There'll be a vast crowd, and the rites are long and tiring." Some of Aunt's doggedness emerged. "I want to see the great temple. I want to see Appa crowned." Caecilia wondered if she was going to have to weather another tantrum. Her sons were becoming too pampered. Mastana had less patience with his oldest than his youngest. "Listen to your mother, Tas." At the doorway, Larke broke from Caceres and skipped back to Caecilia. "I want to kiss you, Auntie." He reached up to peck her on the cheek. She nuzzled his hair. "I'll give you 1,000 kisses," she whispered, "before you go to sleep." Caecilia watched the maid lead her sons from the chamber with its high ceiling decorated with rosettes and its walls with the horizontal stripes of red, green, and blue skirting the top and bottom. She was still grappling with living in the palace. She missed their family home. Even though they had lived in a mansion, it could not compare to the luxury of the royal residence. Caecilia moved across to